that somebody who's later been proven to have SARS has actually flown?
It's one of the, I should let the WHO speak about these public.
Forego any non-essential travel to those areas?
Well, clearly it's had an unprecedented impact on Asia as a whole, but it's the worst crisis that the airline industry has faced in Asia, and it's just a body blow to the airline industry worldwide.
And secondly, is the sector claiming for airlines as a whole?
We had a briefing yesterday here in Bangkok with the World Health Organization, our partner in working with the airlines in tackling this SARS crisis. And the information that we heard yesterday indicated that this process that's being followed of passenger screening that's really taking root here in Asia, this is going to be an effective way in keeping potential SARS carriers off of the airlines. And we think this is a terrific step forward.
SARS case. Does that answer your question?
And now what we'd like to see is a little more coordination amongst the governments to make sure that the processes are consistent from one country to the other, and they're a little more effective in terms of interrelating with the airline procedures in terms of check-in and passenger boarding, etc.
Director of Infrastructure in Asia Pacific, and part of his job is to work with the airlines. I want to comment on these travel advisories.
I think it's safe to say that in the past, when there have been crises, there's been one region or another that's managed to keep things going. And most recently, it's been Asia with the problems of security and the war in Iraq. And that's why the SARS crisis is so crippling. It's a body blow, as it's been described, to the whole airline industry. And it's troubling times. But the airlines in Asia are resilient. These are strong airlines.
Airports that are sharing the burden with the airlines.
And a question for who? Could you elaborate?
Clearly, some of the airlines in this region are at the forefront of these problems. Cathay Pacific, Singapore, Dragon Air, and they've been taking really what one executive has described as emergency measures to really try and rein in their costs. If the business drops off by 60–70%, they've got to look after their costs. You've seen them cut back on schedules. Staff are being asked to cut back. The issue that's of importance to us, though, is that our partners in the aviation business, who control the costs that we can't quite control, the airports, the ATC authorities, we're calling on them to pitch in and help their partners, the people who deliver the tourists to this region.
There's no method.
Well, so that's where you draw the line.